it is. If you're in the chat, predictions now open, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Site Delta, we have the American Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Team Virtus Pro. It is Astrea. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Colombian Zerg player from Colombia, the Red Zerg representing Platinum Esports. It is eGGz. Here we go. Here we go. We are going to be settling in. Again, eGGz, he is nicely warmed up after a series versus Cristiano. And in a way, similarly to Cristiano, Astrea is also a very, at times, interesting player when it comes to his builds. Very creative when it comes to his build choices. And always a lot of fun to watch. So we'll see if Astrea goes something more standard or something more creative instead. Something more Astrea, if you will. For now, gate expand, standard opener. Likewise, eGGz going hatch gas pool. eGGz can be cheesy, he can be aggressive, but that's more of a rarity. He's more of a standard kind of player overall. Like, we have seen him 12 full drone pool and things of that nature in the past. But I'm not really expecting too much of that in this series. Not expecting it too much. As we do have Astrea just getting across the map, just, you know, scouting, being as annoying as possible, trying to force some inefficient mining. Behind this, there's the start, there's the Nexus, into Cybercore. But what is the follow-up going to be? Pylon is going to be placed. It's not thrown down further back, so I'm leaning more towards potentially a Stargate opener, but it's Astrea. I don't know how confident I want to be with that kind of statement. See the chats. Wait, so which of the tournaments are open and which are invite only? Most tournaments are open. Yeah, typically like show matches are invite only, or some of like Wardy's events can be invite only. Usually it would say in the event itself, if it's an invitational, it would say. So now eGGz is taking his third. And we do have that Stargate. Okay, so Stargate opener out of Astrea. We're slacking into Oracle, into a standard set. Go. So we got the first Oracles on the way. We see Astrea just trying to get a read on what's going on. Again, he's checking the main base. He's checking to make sure that there's no excess gas being mined. So there's no fast lair, no fast roaches, no baleen nest. Astrea does confirm that everything is looking as it should. Everything's looking normal. Checks the natural. Oracle's on the way. Is on the way, and so far eGGz is keeping up. The creep tumors are sniped, so an unfortunate moment there for eGGz, but he has spores in position. There's a spore in the natural, spore in the main, and the Oracle is deflected. And as Astrea is being aggressive, we can see eGGz getting ready for a counterattack, trying to apply pressure across the map, but the third base is already getting up and running. Yeah, unlike Cristiano, Astrea, he's already got his third on the way. Oracle's being active, no spore at the third. And the Oracles, they get a little bit ambitious. One Oracle goes down, massive pickup. For only 3 drones, not worth it for Astrea. eGGz does shut him down. Behind this, third Oracle's on the way. And we're going for a fast Twilight Council, but I believe this is just going to be for fast Blink. As the Forge is in production. See how safe Astrea plans on being. As he's still being active with that Oracle. Still moving out. So there it is. Blink is on the way. Now, because Blink is so fast, this is going to be in time for any kind of 3-base all-in, so just really safe play out of Astrea. I mean, I say safe play, this could also turn into aggression. If Astrea goes for a gateway explosion, he can set up for a 3-base 8-gate all-in. Not uncommon. Oh. Oracles, they go for another dive. They don't get much damage. They get maybe 1 drone. Not even. Astrea forced back. Eggs holding his own. Getting to +1 melee. Threatens a run by. Doesn't get much damage. And Astrea's getting ready for his own move out. Shading it up towards the left, and the main army towards the right. Blink is halfway done. Eggs should have enough links to defend. He should be okay. But Astrea is finding overlords. Not bad. Gets 1, gets a 2nd. Oh, going for a 3rd. Lings, they just can't really engage here. They can't get this around. Let's say shade into the natural, getting 2 more workers. Nice damage here from Astrea, getting a 3rd drone as well. Getting a few drone kills. Oh, meanwhile, a little bit of mismovement. And nice around. Blink isn't done. And Eggs, a very nice catch. Shuts down the majority of those stalkers. Bit of miscontrol from Astrea. Was caught out. Was caught move commanding. And he has to retreat. Has to back off. And with that Eggs, he has breathing room. He can freely drone. He can tech. Hydrogen's on the way. Workers are on the way as well. Saturating the 4th base. Eggs, he survives. He holds 6 minimal losses. So far, so good. Wings, they move out to deny the 4th. Astrea forced back home. He has to make a choice. Does wall off his 3rd base, is now safe against bailing run-bys, and Link counterattacks as well. Now focus on expanding. And Astrea is looking to deny the 5th. Should be able to. Forces a cancel. It's the 5th base. Link Hydra coming in. Coming in first. Oh, first round. Eggs does pull back. He does pull back. Avoids the stasis. And so far, I mean, both players are looking pretty comparable. Still no 4th expansion. It's quite delayed here for Astrea. Very delayed. Eggs, he does notice how vulnerable it is. And does he force a cancel? It's going to be close. He will. Nice cancel on the 4th. Astrea, he was so late to throw it down. And as a result, Eggs, he's now freely taking into into lurkers. Hydra up and running. Lurkers are on the way. Infestation bit as well. So far, so good. But Storm has completed. High Templar moving out. That's a lot of storms. Uh-oh. And even though Eggs has been holding his own for so long, he's still stuck on Ling Hydra. There's no bailings, there's no lurkers yet, and here come the storms! And that might just be too much. Massive storms on the Hydras. Zealots, they charge on through. Lings are coming in to reinforce, but there's still so many more storms. Stasis pops up. And Astrea, he's snowballing out of control. He still has 1 storm left. And even without the storm, he's breaking through. There we go, the final storm. Zones away the Hydras. Shuts down the Lings. Army busting into the natural. There are Spine Crawlers in position. Wings are going down. Here come the Ling reinforcements, but they cannot get on top of the High Templar. Very nice positioning from Astrea. Does save the High Templar, pushing up the ramp. And GG gets called. It's just too much to handle, and Astrea will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. I mean, I was really impressed by eGGz's play, the fact that he was able to deny bases, the fact that he was able to catch out the Stalkers. Unfortunately, as we pointed out, he just was not ready for any kind of early storm push like that, whether it was getting ready with Lurkers, getting ready with Roaches, or with Bailings. I mean, either one of those options would have been preferable. Alas, Astrea, he was stuck with purely Ling Hydra, and we saw just how quickly that melts against the storms of Astrea. Just the storms just annihilated everything in his sight, in his path, and GG. GG, well played. That was a brutal timing, and with that, Astrea takes the lead, and now we're getting ready for game number 2. Getting ready for that second game. Again, unfortunately, eGGz, he wasn't aware of Storm being researched and the amount of High Templar that were moving out. eGGz was a little bit in the dark and just wasn't aware that how much danger he was in to that eventual move out. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have gotten ready for it. Would have been a little bit more prepared. But with that, GG. GG, we're getting into game number 2. Let's go. Getting into that second game. And we'll see if we can force an ace match or if Astrea will advance on into the quarterfinals. Again, for the most part, it looks like the first round has concluded. Second round is wrapping up. Round of 16 fully underway. We actually even already have some quarterfinalists as well. And we'll see who can join them. Here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the American Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, leading the series 1-0. For Protoss Pro, it is Astrea. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Colombian Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Platinum Esports, it is eGGz. Oh, okay. eGGz mixing it up a little bit, just going for a 15 hatch, going for an extractor trick initially. Still going for the Overlord though, so interesting. Bit of an interesting opener. This almost feels like eGGz wanted to go for a 15 hatch, but did accidentally make the Overlord first, so it was just a little bit awkward. But regardless, it's fine. We're settling in. Will still be technically a hatch gas pool, just slightly different timing. Here we can get into a standard game. The benefit here of the build that I guess eGGz has opted to go for is that he denies any kind of pylon block here on the natural. He gets his base up and running, but he's still able to get his link speed at a reasonable time, as opposed to delaying it with your typical 15-15. So a slight variation here by eGGz. Astrea is being as annoying as possible. Once again, just being active. Attempting to delay mining. Does take a lot of damage from that drone though. And that's still some inadvertent damage, forcing one worker off the mineral line. I'm sure Astrea is still content. And we do have confirmation that eGGz pulls out a gas, just getting link speed, pulls out, no fast gases, no bailing nest. And likewise, Astrea also opening up Stargate into Oracle. So far, everything looking similarly enough to game 1. Everything looking normal. Where we're calming down. Calming things down. Depth does check the natural. Shading on in. Oracle's on the way. So far, so good. I mean, honestly, eGGz really had impressive defense in the last game, if you recall, against the Oracles, against the Adepts. eGGz wasn't really losing much, and it even killed Oracles ahead of time. It was just a very strong start for eGGz. Led into a rough kind of game state where he was caught with his pants down a little bit, but leading up to it, though, everything was looking solid. So we'll see if eGGz can replicate that. Astrea shading back home, in position to expand. The probe does get surrounded, not bad. Probe goes down. But the base will get up and running. eGGz making 10 more links behind this. He wants that third. He wants it, but can he get it? Now links are rallying across the map. Oracle dips in, gets 2 drones. 2 workers do fall. eGGz threatening the natural. Likewise, links rallying in. Attempt to shade away. And he comes in with a surround, but there are stalkers now in position, and yeah, there's just far too much to work with. eGGz, he has to retreat. Twilight Council is done. Bit of an earlier Twilight Council. Do we go for Blink or Glaives? What's it gonna be? Okay, it's gonna be Blink. I'll be honest, I haven't really seen Astrea embrace Glaive Adepts too much, if at all. It's not really necessarily his style. But is going into early Blink. Still no Forge. Bear that in mind. Interesting. As eGGz is getting into his own safety Roach Warren. Lair now on the way. Extra gases. But the longer this goes on without... There we go. I was like, the longer this goes on without a Forge, the more concerned I am. But the Forge is now being thrown down. Astrea is working towards +1, a very delayed +1 out of Astrea. Yo, Paquito, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Just those Paco Mike in the chat. Good to see you. Ga, papi, ga. Hey, when are you signing up? ¿Cuándo vas a jugar, papi? Paquito. We were just casting Luciano, we were just casting Cristiano, now eGGz, and now Paco's in the chat. The gang is all here. We just need Dastan, papi. ¿A dónde está mi Dastan? Se la come. As we do see eGGz going for an all-in. eGGz, he's getting into his drop lords, roaches are amassing, Overlord speed is on the way. eGGz is going for a German taxi, a Roach Queen all in across the map. It's going to be all or nothing. The downside is that Blink is already done. Because Astrea rushed into Blink Stalkers was a very safe way to play this out. And with those Blink Stalkers, he will be able to pose a threat here to eGGz. Catching an Overlord. Leads reveal stasis is going to be going up. Up! Massive stasis! Oh my god! 4th is under fire. And once Astrea forces a cancel, we can recall back home. As eGGz, he's sending it across the map. Still trading with the links. A lot of links are falling. Another backup stasis here as well. Does it line up? Oh, not quite. Not quite the stasis we were hoping. Hatching out some Dropper Lords. The Oracles activate their pulsar beam, forcing a recall. Only 2 Stalkers will escape. And here comes the all-in. That's a lot of slow lots. Only 1 shield battery. Astrea is exposed. eGGz, he can pull this off. He can still pull this off. Wings, they do collapse in. That is a lot of Zealots, though. And Zealots, they don't need speed if you are coming to them. One Oracle goes down, more Stalkers warping in. Astrea holding onto that overcharge, cleans up every single Ling. And there's not that much behind this. A couple of Stalkers are going down. Nice dodges. Nice blinks. Overcharge gets popped. eGGz has to retreat. Falls back. We're reinforcing with more roaches. Files going for the pylon. Immortals on the way. Oof. Astrea, he does snipe. Roach after Roach. Ravager as well. There's whole position micro. And eGGz, he's supply blocked. He's also running out of steam. Yeah, eGGz, he knows he cannot break his opponent. Behind this, double Evo chamber, Hydrogen as well. eGGz, he's trying to pivot away, trying to transition. He knows he cannot end the game. Not anymore. But Astrea, he's trading well here. Gets 2 more Ravagers. 2 more Ravagers go down. eGGz attempting to respread creep. Oh, but that Stalker count is insane. And Astrea can chase down this army. At this point, yeah, he's blinking forward. He goes for the dive. Surrounds the Roach Ravager. Lings are trickling in. But this is a rough trade for eGGz. Makes away, cleans up all the queens. Gets the final Ravager. And Astrea can keep pushing. At this point, he can counterattack. And behind this, eGGz, what does he have to defend? He's going to be rebuilding here, building up with Ling Hydra. Well, these are going to be vanilla Hydras. No speed, no range, no nothing. The Hydra, they're so vanilla back. Oh. As Astrea, he's snowballing Hydra, he breaks through the front line, and there's barely anything to defend. Again, eGGz's move out was so delayed. GG gets called, and Astrea will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the quarterfinals. GG. GG, well played. A shout out to 2 megabytes or megabits in the chat. Thank you so much to 2MBZ for resubscribing for 14 months, for over a year of support. Thank you, Papi. Thank you. Thank you so much for resubscribing. We do appreciate the support. Likewise, thank you so much to Mochon French or FR in the chat as well for subscribing. Gracias, Papi. Gracias. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Thank you so much, Papi. Thank you. GG. Charge just a little late. True, it did feel quite late, but at the same time, it's one of those things where, I mean, sure, there are slow lots, but against Lings, the Lings, they come to you, Papi. It's fine. Don't even need charge. Apparently, at least. So GG, well played. Astrea does take the series and does advance on, and does he have an opponent ready for him? That is the question. So let's head on over and find out. Astrea, he's going to be waiting for the winner of Dark and Rebellion. They are currently mid-series, and I will try...